Hi, I'm Emily Laidlaw of Your Tutoring Solutions, and I want to do just a quick explanation of why do kids spell ring and bring and think with a ee for the long e sound, or what's happening there. And this is pretty common, and there's a couple of things involved here. Uh, the full explanation also has to do with the vowel shift and what long and short sounds really were, but we'll skip that part for now and just go into what's really happening when we say these words. Now, we want kids to be aware of our letters have a couple of different qualities. We have some letters that are nasals. And kids love going through this and figuring out which ones are nasals. And I always say, plug your nose and tell me what happens. So when you say b, nothing happens. K, d, e, f, g, h, j, k, l. And you can feel this is a nasal sound and it reacts in a different way. How about, oh, another nasal? Okay, and we go through and we can say now the rest of them aren't nasals, but then when we have the sound, the NG, which can exist with a NG or it can exist with just the N if the next letter is K or G, like if I have in think. And so we have it's really the N that's making the nasal sound, but it's making this sound if the next letter is a K. So these are nasals. And what's happening as a nasal, you can feel it. If you pinch your nose, you can feel that the sound's trying to get up out of your nose. Can't make it out, right? Can't make it out. So what's happening is the sound, which usually comes from your lungs, past your vocal cords and out of your mouth, and it's shaped by your teeth, tongue, and lips, right? But in these nasals, it's being shoved up your nose. Okay, doesn't that sound pleasant? But why does it happen with certain vowel sounds? Now, there we have to think about which vowels are impacted. When you say aw, that sound is considered a back vowel because it's formed way in the back of your throat. It doesn't have far to get up through your nose and out. How about That's a back vowel. It happens way back here and it doesn't have far to go to get shoved out of your nose. But when you say a front vowel, e or I, these are front vowels. They happen right up here. So your mouth is trying to grab those sounds that are being formed right up here, take that air and shove it up your nose. You can say the individual sounds clearly if you don't combine them. So I can say th, I, n, but we don't say think, right? It's think, think. And as I'm taking that I sound and making that nasal and shoving it up my nose, my tongue, in efficiency of shoving it, pulling it and shoving it, it's stretching the sound. And when the I sound is stretched, it becomes E, think. And when the for the letter A, as it's being stretched, it becomes this A. It's getting pulled back and shoved up your nose. So we have thank, and a lot of people, like I can say thank, but we don't say thank. We say thank, and it gets stretched back to be pushed up your nose, and you get the A sound. And so it's those front vowels combined with having a nasal sound that distorts the sound of the vowel. It's just, efficiency. Your tongue's trying to do it faster and it gets distorted, gets pulled and stretched. So these words here are stretched for the sound. Now, I don't tell kids that whole explanation. I might tell them that you're right, feel it. These are nasals. And when a vowel's in front of the nasals, some of the vowels get stretched. And and when they get to one, we say, "Oh, stretch it, pull it up there, shove it up your nose," and they laugh because the idea of teachers telling them to shove something up their nose uh, helps them. Sometimes that little bit of humor helps them remember it, and so you can say, "Oh yeah, it's getting stretched," and we stretch the sound to say it. And when we go to spell it, when we say think, and we say, "Oh, I'm spelling the ee sound," you say, "Wait, wait, wait." Remember what made that sound because it was being stretched and go back, the reverse stretch direction. Anyway, I hope that helps explaining what's happening here. And if you have any questions, please let me know.